Hello, the MyConnXion Supplier Training webinar. Nexus. Today we're reviewing with you what MyConnXion is and help suppliers and buyers. We'll see some new and improved functionality on some screens that we have available to you, including sign up and login, the ability to create a company profile and manage the company edit widgets, as well as utilize the badging system that we have for you to now help track the completeness of your profile in a more effective and efficient manner. You also have a new company view page with the ability to share your company with other folks that are within the Connexus environment, as well as folks who are not users on the MyConnXion environment as it rolls out. You'll also have the ability to make your information private or public based on your preferences and track who's viewing your profile after you have shared it. We also have some new exciting features called My Network and My Clients, with some real-time and system guidance called a walkthrough, which is powered by WalkMe. So discussing some of these new features and pieces of functionality. So first, MyConnXion, what is it? It empowers suppliers and buyers to create, edit, and maintain their profiles all in one place. It's going to create a lot of efficiency for you. It's going to save you some time, and you'll be able to reach out to anybody in the world that you'd like to, whether it's a buyer on the Connexus environment, the supplier, or a new user, somebody who's not currently active in the Connexus environment. You can do it anytime, anywhere in the world, and the whole point of MyConnXion is to help you maximize business growth. So why did Connexus create MyConnXion? We wanted to make connecting suppliers and buyers easier, as the name suggests. With the of MyConnXion, you can create and maintain your company profile in one place, and you'll be able to share it with anybody that you'd like to. Some features that we have for you are the ability to have easy profile creation with expanded company and industry attributes made available to you. You also have the ability to define what information on your profile is public or private as you share it. And when sharing your profile, you can do that, as mentioned already, with anybody in the world. That includes buyers and suppliers that do not use MyConnXion, and they'll have that profile tracking functionality. There's an improved interface that we have for you now, so we made it easier to navigate through the system for you with more straightforward experiences that are simplified to set up and maintain your company profile, all tailored to your needs. And we want to make sure that that real-time in-system guidance that we have made available for you is going to help you navigate through the system more efficiently and, build your profile into its full completeness. We made the ability to have a more secure login process using a two-factor authentication method. So the purpose of the two-factor authentication method is really to, when you log into the system, you'll have the ability now to select whether you want to enable a two-factor authentication, which would either send you an additional email, text message, or phone call. It will then provide you a code to enter into the system that will help you get logged in. The purpose of this is so we can put additional levels of security and really help confirm for you that you are the user that's logging into the system, and there's no kind of outside user that could be trying to get into the environment that you've set up. So we've created that because we want to put security on the forefront of everything that we do, and this is something that we put in place to protect you, the supplier, as well as the buyers that utilize the platform as well. We have enhanced functionality to validate company settings and users with some new permission groups. I'll tell you what those permission groups look like, shortly. MyConnXion is the foundation of what we have for future planned innovations. There are going to be, additional layers of rollouts that come along with MyConnXion, but this first launch is what we have available for you, and we're really excited for this to go live on August 29th. 29th is the go live date, so I do want to mention before we go over to the in-system guidance that I'm going to show you, the demonstration, I want to mention to you that if you are currently on the My Supplier Network environment, everyone that has a profile on My Supplier Network will be migrated over to MyConnXion. The new link that you'll want to use is MyConnXion.com. You will see how MyConnXion is spelled at the top left part of your screen. That is MyConnX as in X-ray, I-O-N, MyConnXion.com. That's where you'll want to go. And from there, you will want to get started in building out your profile in a more robust manner if you haven't, and we'll discuss the benefits to that and how you're able to interact in the system in a really new and innovative, exciting way. So let me go ahead and get over to the system guidance, and we'll take a look at a demonstration of what we have for you today. Give me one moment. So is on the dashboard. The dashboard is, it looks the same in this environment as it does on the My Supplier Network environment. So you won't really see any changes in terms of the dashboard and where you log in. After you log in, you'll come to this dashboard. Visually, this won't be as evident as you may have expected with this new enhancement, because it's exactly what it says it is. It's an enhancement. We built on to what we are currently offering. We want to make sure that, as you use this platform, that it's easy to use, but also familiar. So one of the things that you will notice that has been removed, the company profile completion widget. The profile completion widget has been replaced with a new badging system. Badges are meant for you to track how complete your profile is, and you'll get to a badge level 5, which is the highest level of our badging system that we have here. A couple different reasons. I'll tell you how the badging system works, but you'll want to think about what you're doing within MyConnXion as a better way for you to market your business to prospective new partnerships that you want to grow on a daily basis. Everybody wants to grow their business and be more successful, so this is a way to help you do that. The more information you put in here to make your profile more complete, that's just a better picture that you're going to be giving to the prospective buyer or supplier that you're doing business with on our platform. And we want to drive those engagements and really create a community of businesses here. We want to give you a new format, a new way, a new opportunity to maximize your business growth. That badging system is going to be the first step to help maximize your business growth. Within your My Company Profile widget, there are 5 dashes below your logo. Each of those 5 dashes signify which badge level you are on. The Edit Company Profile page, and we'll get started in reviewing how the badging system works. So whenever you do MyConnXion.com and select Edit Company Profile, you will always be brought to the Company Edit Overview page. You'll notice some wonderful graphics that signify a different badge level for you, level 1 through 5, on the central part of your screen. You'll notice that if a has been completed, it will be completely colored in, and it will give you a message letting you know that all fields have been completed for the badge. To the next level, you'll see that level 2 is shaded out for me. So let me know on the right text box option that I need to input site to level 2. So it'll let me know what steps I need to complete to get to that next badge level. What I'd like to do to demonstrate to you how to get to the next badge level is use our real-time in-system guidance tool called a walkthrough. It's powered by WalkMe. You'll always find your walkthroughs up at the top central part of your screen. Because that I have to input a website to get to level 2, and assistance in getting to that website section and putting in that information, I'm going to click and drop down this list to begin my walkthrough. I can do a partial word search, or I can use the scroll bar to see where to go, but we're going to select websites. And we're going to have a pop-up come up with a caret extending on the left side of it, showing me that I need to click on the Websites tab. So I currently do not have a website. It's asking me if I want to add another website. I'll go select Add Website here, and I'll name it for the website. We'll call this Main Site. Just the name of the test company that we're working with today is called Benny Rogers Chicken. So, I'll put a URL in here of bennychicken.com. Once in, you'll notice that the walkthrough automatically will guide us to the next steps. This is my primary company website because I don't have any other websites to enter in. If I have any other websites, I'm going to select Next, and it's going to tell me that I need to click the Update Company button to update my company. When I do so, leveled up to level 2. We have a nice confetti graphic for you to celebrate your accomplishments of getting to the next badge level, and as you move forward to badge level 3 and 4 and even 5, the graphics get more interactive. The confetti party gets a little bit more fun for you, and we really want to make sure, like I said, that we're congratulating you on your progress in completing your profile. And with the overview page, I can again confirm that I'm on level 2. You can see that the graphics look a little different because now that MyConnXion level 2 has a gray border around it. Some of these widgets, or excuse me, some of these selections on the left side, the tabs that are available for you with some new pieces of information for you to be able to input. The first thing I want to mention is uploading your company logo. This is very important because if you not have a company logo or an image to support, who your company is, it's going to be important that you actually do that because your logo is kind of your entryway to be able to viewing your MyConnXion profile, getting off of the dashboard. I'll show what that looks like when we go into the View Company Profile section of the demonstration, but please upload your logo so you can just have a visual cue of how to get into your MyConnXion company profile. You'll notice if you hover over here, we support multiple different formats and file types for your logo. We also now have the ability for you to list out as a company on the Connexus environment whether you are a buyer, a supplier, or whether you are both. Now, in the way that you operate your business, everybody is a supplier and a buyer in some form or fashion, but this is really indicative of how you interact on the Connexus platform. It's going to help you in driving some of the engagements that you have with other companies that are in the system. You have the ability to, put in a DA name, a company description. There's an in value section now, which we have not had before. You're also able to add capability statements in there if you'd like to. There's a specialty section here as well. So if you want to just, in your own words, describe, company does business or what you specialize in, you can go ahead and put that in here. So you can tell that I already have restaurant and food in here, but if I wanted to put in, because this is a chicken restaurant, I'll go ahead and select chicken. I can do this plus button, and we'll have a new tab pop up there. We can add a maximum of 20 different specialties in there. This will help folks understand who your business is being described as, what your business is being described as through feature. You'll be able to add in when your company was founded, if your company is diverse, and if you're a minority-owned business, you can put in an ethnicity to your company. What kind of structure you have as an organization, corporation, or a partnership, or an LLC. You can employee count information in here, as well as revenue and asset information. your profiles tab, whether your company is publicly held or privately held. You're to information here about your company's owner. And what's nice is that your company's owner doesn't actually need to be a user on the platform, but if you would just like to, store that information on here, you're welcome to do that and save that owner information. The next, we're going to discuss references. So if you have other individuals that you do business with that might be able to provide a good reference for you, and you might want to share that with other people on the platform, this is a place to include that reference information. We have a cool new feature with addresses. All of the domestic U.S. addresses that are going to be inputted into the system are bounced up against the United States Postal Service. This is our effort to make sure that we're validating the information that you're putting in here from an address perspective and making sure that it's correct. You have the ability to have a company headquarter address, a physical address, a mailing address, emailing address, and any other type of address that you'd like to house in here. Addresses, I could select this create a new address option and add everything manually, or if a mailing address is also the same as my physical address, I can use this clone from existing address option. I'll add it on the drop-down list. Actually give me some of the addresses that I put in some of the other fields. I can remove that information down here, and I can update that too. The numbers now as well are also formatted country to country. So we also run up against a database of international addresses, the ability to make sure that those are correct, and the way that we do with phone numbers. So United States phone numbers are formatted in the the 3-digit lead with the additional 7 digits that will extend after that. International phone numbers are made available. KonnXion supports 126 different countries and territories across the world. International phone numbers are entered in a free text field option, and you can go ahead and update that information if you have international numbers. We learned how to update websites using that walkthrough that we did at the beginning of the company profile editing. We also discussed with you some really exciting pieces of information that come through the Industry Information tab. My Supplier network world that we have, we already allow you to put in your NAICS codes and list those as primary and secondary commodities, but we have the ability for you to input your UNSPSC code. This globally expansive coding system that we're now allowing our platform to support. If this is the first time you've heard of UNSPSC codes, no worries. We have a mapping tree here for you to help you identify what your UNSPSC code is. If not sure what category to go in for each of these mapping trees, you do a search because, Benny Rogers Chicken is a restaurant. I can search for restaurants. What my code is, I can do a live search there, and I'll select this option as restaurants, and I'll select done. And this restaurant UNSPSC code is my primary commodity code. We have a global marketplaces section. This has replaced our old version of the MSA data. So what this is meant to do is allow you to list where your company provides its products and services. This is great because if you would like to get noticed by companies on our platform who strategically source for products and services, you can list out where you actually provide your products and services and be found by prospective partners, buyers that are on our platform wanting to do business with you. Additional marketplaces and locations. We even support the international community on the global marketplace option as well. Industries option is the flip side to global marketplaces. So if you're a supplier yourself, but you also want to source other businesses and other industries within the KonnXion environment, MyConnXion, You can do that using the search commodity section for NICS codes as well as UNSPSC codes. Those mapping trees will help you decide which selections you'd like to make. And you choose as many as you like, and it's an easy way for you to help source and find the right suppliers for you. Now does not just have diversity certificates. In my supplier network world, diversity certificates were really the focal point of how our certifications tab worked. But now, with the ability for you to upload LEED certifications, USDA, B Corp certs for environmental certifications you might have, certifications around risk and compliance, IT and cybersecurity certifications, if you have any of those, certificates of insurance, as well as maybe ISO certifications for quality. Any additional certifications we may not have included, we want to be able to allow you to upload here as well. You're welcome to do that, and once you make this selection, the system will prompt you with what the required pieces of information you will need to input. The system will prompt you with what you'll need to select and put in there. So I want you to go ahead and utilize that certification section if you have any certifications to upload. We also have the ability for you to enter in any information around patents, honors and awards, and volunteer experience that you have as a company. You can even put additional resources in here that maybe they won't cover what are in some of these tabs. So the resources might be around your supplier diversity initiative, or you wanting to, I don't know, let somebody know about who your company is. Maybe it would be a PDF document that might have a live link to your website or something of that nature. You're welcome to put anything up here that you'd like to as an additional resource for people to have access to. This notification contact section is really important because if you have multiple users that are on your own company profile and you purchase products through Connexus and you want each of those users to be able to manage, specific products. So, they only get notifications about updates that have happened with some of the specific products you purchased. You can designate which person within your company gets notifications for which products are getting updates. So, if Elliot Hoff, if he's responsible for managing your reporting obligations and there were updates around that, if that was available here, you could go ahead and select Elliot Hoff to be in charge of the reporting obligations. Or, if Andrew Atkins was responsible for managing some of the opportunities that come through our system and being able to respond to RFPs, things of that nature. You're welcome to go ahead and select that. It helps you keep things more organized internally. We now have one of, I think, the most exciting fields available for you to take advantage of, the ability to share your profile. So sharing your profile is really exciting because you can share your profile with anybody in the world at any time, and you can do that through social media. You can do that through some of the business relationships that you currently have via email, or you can share your profile out to anybody even that may not do business with you already, but you want to put a press release blast out there. All of that, the link can be shared in all of those different forms and fashions. You can do that by choosing to enable your file sharing option. Share your profile, you can share what you want to make public to folks. So if you want to, share with folks what commodities and industries you work in, what certifications you have, maybe what additional resources you've uploaded, you can do that. But let's say I want to hold back on sharing any of my asset or revenue information because I'm a private company. I'm not required to share any of that. You can keep that private, and as you share your profile, it will not show up when somebody starts to view your profile. What's really exciting is that as you share your profile, it can go to anybody who's not even a user on the MyConnXion environment. They'll come in and join as users if they'd like to, or they can just view your profile and kind of see who you are. And as we have field company contact and risk information. If you're involved in our risk scorecard program, you can let folks know the ability of risk it is to do business with you. All that can be shared. We also have for you to add additional email domains on here. So if one point your company used, well, for this example, in this test company is Benny Rogers Chicken. Let's say the email domain at one point was at bennyschicken.com. So, Andrew at bennyschicken.com. That might have been Andrew's email. Well, if we have moved on, maybe the company moved on to a new phase in the organization, they may have had some growth and they've changed their email domain, and now it's, now it's Jill at BennyRogersChicken.com. Within the same company, but two different email domains, you can go ahead and add those in here. These are private email domains only as well, and what will happen, what's nice about this is as additional users internally for your company register on the system will recognize the domains that your users are registering with, so it will cut down on any profile duplicates that are going to be in the system by automatically attaching those folks to your company and making sure that they don't create additional companies on the system. This is also a place where you can enable and disable the two-factor authentication method within the profile itself. I do also point out, I described what the two-factor authentication was earlier, but if you choose to have the text message two-factor authentication option, just know that standard data fees and text messaging rates may apply based on your plan with your mobile carrier. The 5 is the user management tab, and this is a place where you can add company contacts. The contacts that you have in here don't necessarily need to be users on the platform. You can just be contacts for different elements of your business that you might want people to have exposure to. So, we have Bob Jones here, who is an account director, and, Bob Jones, he manages RFPs and business development. So if you choose to share your company contacts, somebody on your profile that you share with, and a person who's viewing your profile might be able to see Bob Jones and see that, he's the person in charge of RFPs. So we'll go ahead and send him an email. He wanted to input his email address. So this is a really nice feature here. You can also filter out users if you'd like to by a search, and you can drop down a list to include primary contacts. You can create new users on here too, remembering that contacts don't need to be users on the system. Now, these company users are folks that have user profiles on the system. They have registered with their user ID and password that they've created. You send the internal folks invitations to be a part of, your profile as well, and they can be users on the platform too. Now, as you get more and more users, if you want to restrict or grant access to specific users to certain parts of the environment on MyConnXion, you can do that using permission groups. We have some default permission groups that are in here. Administrator and basic user are the default ones. I created, using this create permission group option on the left, an additional user group called Chicken Friars. Because it's a chicken company, I felt that would be a relevant permission group option. So I do point out that this basic user functionality is really nice because it allows, if you would like to have your users to maybe just view only on your internal users, to have view only capabilities on MyConnXion. That's what the basic user permission groups for. You can select basic user here. You can choose who you want to be in that basic user group. You'll notice that you don't have any permissions for them to choose from because all they'll be able to do is really do a view only of your company. They'll be able to edit, change, maintain, do anything like that. They'll just have the ability to view what you have on your profile as an internal user. The administrator option is just a little different because administrators have, different permission groups that will show up down here once you select that. It'll range from people being able to manage supplier tags, manage opportunities that are in the system. You'll have, permission groups around the tier tracker reporting obligations widget, things of that nature. And you'll also have kind of the we used to call company moderator, the administrator function can really be an overarching super user on the file. Go back to the company edit page here, and from there, I want to show you what it looks like to actually get in to the MyConnXion environment. So, give me just a moment while we get to your dashboard. So from your dimension that you want to enter into MyConnXion using your logo. If I enter my logo, I can click on this to go to my company view. The bright, new, user-friendly, visually appealing environment where you can see, specialties that you put in, your address, phone number, all that information. This is the internal view that you have. This is not the view that you've shared out to anybody else. You're able to have, business information, contact information on here. You're able to have this new wonderful section called My Clients. My Clients is really, really wonderful because it gives you the opportunity, if you as a supplier are, if you're into multiple portals for buying organization to maybe submit spend to them, all of your buying organizations will be listed out in this My Client list. And there are live links to go into each of their profiles and their portals to submit your spend to them from one place. So no need to log off and log back into other portals and kind of navigate through. We have a listing all in one place for you with live links to get to your buying organization's portals. The financial information that you put in here as a company, again, this is not the view that you're making public as you share it out, but you'll notice that is to you because you're an internal user. You'll see badge level that you have on here, and you'll also have this wonderful selection called a My Network on the right side of the screen underneath the badge. My Network is honestly what I think MyConnXion is all about. I can either select the link to go to My Network here, or at the top I can go to My Network, but this is what MyConnXion is all about. We want you to build relationships with businesses that you may not be doing business with currently. You have the ability to search any company that is registered on the Connexus environment and add them to your network. The purpose of adding somebody to your network is so you can create a person-to-person, business-to-business connection with somebody on the other end of the computer screen that's going to be receiving, a invitation to collaborate and communicate with one another. The way you'll do that is you can build your company out, your network out, searching for companies over on the left side. I'll search for a company called Lion Enterprise. Lion available in the company. It might not be available in the system, and I notice here that it is. So you can search for any company literally in the world and see if they're available on this platform. If they are, you choose to add them to your network. They have to obviously be, in the environment of, Connexus has provided for you to be able to find them. But once you do, you're able to go to the Search Companies screen, and that scene, ability to add them to your network. You'll get a notification that Lion Enterprise has been invited to the network, and what we'll do is it will create a pending invite on the Lion Enterprise page on their end. So just as you see, Fantastic Beer Company on the right side has sent me an invitation. They want to join my network. I have the ability to click on this live link and view whatever they have made available on their profile to view. And if I think that they fit in line with what my business is, I can choose to accept them. If I don't, I can choose to reject them if I don't want them to be a part of my network. I can also scroll down here and see who is currently in my network. Notice that, you'll have the ability to Select from these primary user options the ability to send those folks messages if you'd like to, right from the page, so you can start engaging with them and communicating with them. As I roll down, I'll notice that Lion Enterprise is not colored in. It's more kind of shaded out because it's pending the invitation. Once the other person on the other side of Lion Enterprise, accepts the invitation that I send out to them, they'll actually be colored in, and you'll be able to start engaging in communication with them. But let's say my invite out there for Lion Enterprise has been sitting out there for a while. I don't think that they're managing this in the way that they should, or maybe they don't want to invite me in, or maybe they're still trying to decide, that they want me in their network. Whatever the case may be, if I remove them from my network because I don't want to wait for them to accept my invitation for whatever reason, I just want to clean this up, I can remove them from the network just like that. So important because we really want to change the way that you do business on a day-to-day basis, and bringing other businesses into sort of the ecosystem that you operate in and how you want to be successful. This is how you do it. I'm going to head back to the dashboard and go into the company view real quick. And as you'll notice here, all of these features here, but the enabling of the share profile hasn't been completed yet. So let's go over to your edit company profile. I'll go to private fields option. We'll note the profile sharing option is still disabled, so we'll enable it. Come on here and up company. I can head back to the dashboard, select logo, and now I have the share profile button that is to the left of the ConnXion Platinum option, to the right of the ability to go to your network. When I select the share profile option, a button pop up. The link you see on here is a test environment link, so please do not copy this link down. This is not the environment that you'll get into for the live version of MyConnXion.com. My.com is where you will want to go to access everything on our platform. As I mentioned earlier, the Supplier network URL will redirect you to MyConnXion.com for a period of time, but please, if you have my Supplier network URL maybe saved as a favorite, I would encourage you to change that as of August 29th when this does go live. But this URL that you're using to share, this is specific to all the information that you want to share, right? So I'm going to go ahead and copy this to my clipboard, and as I mentioned, I can now I can paste this to any social media sites, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook. I can put it on any blogs, any press releases. I can do it in email blasts. Whoever I want to share this information with, this is how I want to do it. And when we go back to our dashboard, you can actually see a company profile view count. You can see how many people have viewed your profile after you've shared it. And this number comprises of, internal views from the ConnXion side, so anybody within ConnXion that has viewed it, as well as anybody externally outside of your company based on the profile sharing link that you've sent out to them. So if you have, somebody come into your profile, but, they didn't test your profile through the sharing link, the tracker won't actually pick that up. But, if you have that link that you send out, they click on that link and they're outside of your company, this is where you would track how successful your company profile view count is going. You'll also have the ability to, as we roll this out, view who has viewed your company in a list format. So, this is what MyConnXion is all about. We want to, again, enhance the way that you're doing businesses with other folks, and we're really excited to be able to offer this to you. This enhancement is free of charge to you. You do not need to pay to be involved with MyConnXion. You just need to get involved. So that's going to complete the training today. If you have any additional questions or comments, you're welcome to reach out to us via phone or email. I'll go ahead and share a screen to let let you know how to get involved with communicating to Connexus. If you want to ask any additional questions, have any comments or concerns, let's go ahead and share that screen for you so you can see these questions. To reach out to us at support@connexus.com. Also, if you want to reach out to us via phone, you can do that at area code 513-204-2873, option 1. A team member will be available to you Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all so much for your time today, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.